Morning, this is Gracie Opulence, and I'm all about eccentric and opulent lifestyle. You can find out a lot more about me on gracieopulence.com. I'm using the Insta Flow 360 gimbal. Intermittent in that it should move when I talk. Now it's not going to do it. So I like the gimbal, but it's unreliable in the sense it's a hit and miss. But today I'm going to talk about the continuation of me writing my book and why am I wearing a men's jacket and how to have high-end quality tweed, velvet, corduroy, new pre-loved blazers from the men department and how to make them look incredibly feminine. And the key is in the jewellery. And this is gorgeous. I'm in Tuscany. We are currently dropping in temperature. These villas are old and they get cold. I'm in a 300-year-old farmhouse, and no matter what, electricity and heating is one of the most expensive here in Europe. So these are my top tips if you're on a budget. The House of Gucci eyewear. You've got to be very careful because I am wearing everything mensstylefashion.com. I'm the owner of a men's magazine, the very few women in the world. I'm writing a book. Why did I start a man's magazine way back in 2012? Well, it all comes back to finding a niche, finding something that is not flooded and saturated. And I don't follow trends. I predict them. I'm a disruptive marketing when it comes into business. I am a child of immigrant descent, so I know what rejection feels, bullying, and I know how to stand out. I'm very resilient, and because of that upbringing, it's got me to where I am in business today. In life, the dots join. And in one of my chapters, I'll be talking about how the dots join, that nothing is random in my life. And therefore, for me, I grew up in a very male-dominant environment. I was a tomboy, and therefore it makes perfect sense that I created a man's magazine, because in 2012 menswear was really dictated by GQ magazine, Men's Health, and they were the big conglomerates and Vogue men, and I thought everyone's talking about the women. Even though I have a gracieopulence.com blog, I thought my passion, my frustration was I just couldn't believe how horribly poorly dressed men were. And the market has completely changed in the last 10 years. I've been part of that change. I've been part of that pioneering aspect. And that is the gift that I have. I come up with these wonderful pioneering ideas throughout my life. Even as a child, I'd wear things that are different. I could visually see things differently. I am a visual learner. That is my first top tip. Understand how you learn. So for me, I can read and write, but when I say things, that's where the downloads, where the visions come down. So hence, my wardrobe has a lot of menswear in it, because mensstylefashion.com, when we do product reviews, it's clearly for men. I'm the only woman on mensstylefashion.com, and people know me because it's my magazine. No other women write for mensstylefashion.com because it's my vision, my idea, my inspiration. But we do have a lot of guest male writers. So, as I said, I'm writing a book, and a chapter will be about how the dots join. I grew up with a lot of men, boys. I was a tomboy. I lived in rural Australia. I would say for the majority of time I was very sporty. Women tend to overcompensate in Australia of just being a bit more, how could I say, they're masculine and aggressive and forthright. You have to be in that culture. That was the culture that I grew up in. I was discriminated, so I always had to be pushing it out there and being what men define as aggressive. But it's not because I'm aggressive, it's just because I'm passionate and I had to. If I didn't push my way through and get my noticed in my way, wouldn't be here today, living the lifestyle, wouldn't have 3-4 businesses over the years. So your upbringing, your heritage, and the way people treat you is a dot joining life skill, whether good or not, that you will adopt. So, as I said, I'm not talking about fashion much anymore. I'm going to talk about my book, me, my testimonies, but also, why do I own so many men's blazers? And it's very, very simple because I own menstylefashion.com. So how can you wear a man's blazer but look quite feminine? The House of Gucci, if you watch, the Maurizio Gucci who got assassinated, instructed by his wife, have actually these eyewear. Now I got these eyewear in Spain, they're handmade. I was watching him and I love my oversized eyewear. In fact, it's the eyewear, as I said, the dots join in life, that inspired me to start my Gracie Opulence blog. So gracieopulence.com blog, my eyewear. Remember, the dots join. How could one eyewear then catapult me into the blogosphere, onto the social media way back in 2011, 12, and again, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube were really just pioneering. So I love these. Got to be very careful because I'm feminine, but if you wear too much masculine, you can then give out a very male sphere atmosphere, and you don't want that in a man's world. You want to embrace your femininity. You want to use all your wonderful female assets. So we'll take these off. I do love them. They can definitely be unisex, gorgeously made. So I'm going to take them off. And I need eyewear. I've been wearing eyewear for a long time. So this is a male blazer, beautiful velvet, never worn. My tip is go into charity shops, go into the men's section, because men's wear is cheaper, it's attention to detail, and it's a much better quality because it doesn't turn over as much as women. Men do not shop as aggressively as a woman. However, that is changing because in the last 10 years, menswear has catapulted into the forefront. So, the very key of feminizing your man's blazer or jacket is in the over-exaggerated costume jewelry. Have a look at these. And if you're going to wear a halter neck or anything covering the neck, you just make sure it's very feminine. Silk scarves, Hermes, Salvatore Ferragamo, Givenchy, I have them all. Put your silk scarf, pink, red, burgundy, with a chunky clip, and then that is how you're starting to bring a very feminine look into your male blazer. But another thing is, underrated is the pearls, and did not Coco Chanel do that well? And because she pioneered menswear into the women's wear so that you could wear it every day. Have a look at that. You put some pearls on, men can wear pearls. They wear them a lot in Asia. I live in Asia. You can check it out on Men's Style Fashion. But I am talking about women wearing men's jacket. As I said, we get a lot in product review. I don't say no to it. Belongs into my husband's wardrobe, and then I'll come and get it. Gorgeous colours. Hey ho, never worn, beautiful. Let's do another one. It's also good if you want to cover your menopause belly and your saggy breasts thanks to breastfeeding. This is a tweed, again, Harris tweed from Scotland. That's where all the tweed and the wool, again, beautiful. Look at this, never worn. Don't worry if it's a bit big. The structure of a men's jacket belongs on men. It doesn't belong on women. It's made for men. You can check out our menstylefashion.com. I interviewed one famous designer that designed for the Beatles and also could create jackets and suits for women. It's a whole complete different ball game. Women are shaped differently. We have breasts. But have a look at this. Beautiful. Again, new, never worn. And these jackets are into the hundreds, if not into the £1,000. If you go to Savile Row or if you're here in Italy and have it made, trust me, have a look at this. You've got to be, you can instantly see, and don't be cagey to know about it, it's a man's blazer. You could wear a deep, rich gold Versace top. You could wear a deep, rich purple. Why am I wearing menswear jacket? Because I own menstylefashion.com. The dots join in life. I grew up with a lot of boys and a lot of men, very comfortable in that environment. In 2011, the market was saturated. That's my gift, finding niche markets. And then I thought, let me start a man's magazine. And the rest, my goodness, the press access in fashion, in the car industry, in the hotel industry, it's been unbelievable. So my key is follow your gut instinct, and wherever you think you're going to start with and what you think you're going to head is just, you can't make it up. I cannot believe what I've achieved in 10 years thanks to the magazines. Don't limit yourself. Be open and go with the flow. Again, that's my other tip. Being an immigrant child from an Italian descent, being bullied, discriminated, has taught me those skills. They're fantastic skill for resilience, for business, for coming against obstacles just generally in life. Don't underestimate it. The dots join. So, pearls, 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 pearls. This is a very masculine jacket. In fact, I have a gorgeous Savile Row suit. You can check that out. All bespoke made. Gorgeous with a vest. And oversized trousers. Put knee-high belts. I can show you more and more as the winter is settling in. But don't underestimate the pearls. Chunky jewelry. Gold. Big medallions. You know, people will be able to see that this is a man's jacket. Wear it with a skirt, wear it with a leather skirt, wear it with suede, high heel, leather, all on my YouTube. Check it out, and you can really feminize it. What kind of bag would you wear with this? So I'm coming here. Again, I'm all about vintage style. So look at that. Look at the colours here. Look how that's really femininizing this man's jacket. I mean, this is fantastic. It's floral, it's leather, Salvatore Ferragamo, brand new, pre-loved, vestiaire. I don't buy anything new. I am, because of my upbringing, I love leather, I love tweed, I love wool, anything earthy, anything natural, anything of quality. I've got my grandmother and my mum's gold. Don't forget to layer up your costume jewelry, and that is how you overcompensate a man's blazer or jacket. Look at this. It's never going to completely look fine because men are a different cut than women. Don't shy away from it. It's absolutely already freezing in my 300-year-old villa. I put these on while I'm working and I am cozy warm. I have also corduroys, again all earthy colours, men's, and again costume jewellery, chunky jewellery, pearls, feminine bags, knee-high boots, again earthy tones, leather skirts or leather leggings, bling leggings, everything bling bling, everything very feminine, and that will really overcompensate the masculine blazer jacket suits that you're embracing. Don't go looking rich, ending up poor. Go into these wonderful shops that men are dumping for whatever reason. I mean, again, I've got about 7 of these, never worn. I know if they've got Gucci as a label or Tom Ford, you're into the thousands. I've got a 10,000 euro suit behind me, which I'm going to really put together when it gets even colder. And so worth it. I'm all about quality. That's what I was taught. Less is more. Dress up every day. That's about my last video. Because every day is worth celebrating. Work from home. And this keeps me warm, keeps me looking good. And you never know. The ding dong at your door. Don't answer the door wearing your pajamas, because you just never know who it can be. Share, like, subscribe, good tips. Get into your husband's, your boyfriend's, your male friend's wardrobe. Go through it and really embrace the men's blazers. They're of high quality, 9 times out of 10 really well made. And again, Harris Tweed, Scotland. Beautiful wool from Italy. Funny enough, all my menswear, because of mensstylefashion.com, were based in the UK, is all from Britain. And this feels really rough, and because that's wool, but I can tell you I'm feeling really warm here at 7 degrees. Bye bye.